welcome back to the channel. It's Arcade Division here, and today I'm taking you behind the vision to quite an interesting event, to be fair. So right now I'm heading over to Silverstone. I'm on my way to Secret Meet, and it's my first time going, and I've seen loads of stuff like online content wise of it, and it looks absolutely insane. The turnout is just unreal. The cars that you see there, cars that you most likely will never see again. The cars that you don't really see out and about, I guess they just spend most of their time locked away. Your owners probably keep them as an investment piece, or they could be trying to keep the mileage down on themselves, or also they just might not get the time, because the sort of people that are owning these cars, they're worth millions of pounds. Sometimes they're all over the place, maybe flying here, there, everywhere, or just their day to day, they just haven't got the time to go out and enjoy the cars all the time. So I guess that's where events like these do really well, because they actually get to have a nice fun day out with people that have, you know, similar caliber of cars. I'm looking forward to it so much because I'm going to absolutely clean up on content today. I know that for a fact. Well, one of the reasons that I really want to go to this event is because I'm a huge Mercedes AMG fan. Not F1, I mean of the cars, as an actual brand. And my dream car is a C63 Black Series. There's something really interesting that I saw on their social media was a CLK GTR. And that is probably one of the rarest cars that you'll ever see. I've never seen one before, yet alone actually managed to go and get content of one. And on the track as well. That is just mind blowing. If I only have one thing to do today, it's go and see that car and go and get a load of content of it. But what else have we got? We've also got an AMG ONE there as well. That's an insane car as well to see. You see like it on press and stuff, press release stuff, but you never get to see it in the flesh. It'll be good to see, and obviously it's hard to go to car events that have these types of cars there. So I'm there to get a load of content basically, which I will be posting on social media, because I have been slacking for the past year and probably like coming up to 2 years now. Yeah, we're gonna jump back on the social media game, man, because you need to get yourself out there. Obviously, once you start getting yourself out there, more opportunities present themselves. You might get invited to more events like this. You never know where things can take you. The past year, I've been working on my networking skills, because it's not really something that I knew how to do. So like when you start off as a camera person, as a cameraman, photographer, whatever it is, you're not really ready for the fact that you've got to become a businessman, and like if you actually want to do it as a career. And obviously I do it as a career now, so juggling all of that is quite, and it's a steep learning curve to become a businessman from obviously somebody who is just a creative and just wants to get out there and create stuff. There's all of this behind the scenes, admin, all of these things that aren't directly related to creating that you have to do. It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It's just that when you're used to literally only picking up the camera and knowing the settings, etc., obviously you have no clue about the rest of it. And there's certain things where you can get bit in the arse and all of that, of course, where obviously you're not going to know about all of that. So you have to go through it to learn it, I think. Or you need to network as much as you can so that you're in front of business owners that have been through the things that you're gonna go through, so they can teach you all of these lessons in business. But that's something I didn't really have access to before. Being my previous job was in engineering, I was locked away all of the time. In a workshop, I wasn't actually, it was a very hands-on job. You didn't talk to clients or anything like that. Only towards the end of that career for me was when I started having communication with clients. But I don't know how many years it was now, probably like the 5 odd years. Whilst I was in it before it got to that point, I wasn't talking to anyone basically externally. I was only talking to the people that I knew at the workplace. And I've never worked like a retail job as well. All of my jobs have been in the engineering industry prior to obviously me picking up a camera. But anyway, we're about 10 minutes out right now, so I'll check back in with you once I've arrived. So we're currently in Silverstone now. We're just driving up the ramp over towards the meet. So yeah, this is going to be a sick one. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder where I can get access to today. Obviously with all the track action going on, I'm going to want to get some really sick shots. Ideally if I can get in a grandstand and there's a lot of space where I can get to the top of it. That's why I tend to get my best shots. So hopefully a spot like that will work.
So we got in, and the first part of the morning was just figuring out where everything was, scoping the layout, working out where I could shoot from. I made my way up to one of the grandstands to get a view over the track, and straight away I started grabbing some panning shots. Cars were already flying by, and I knew I had to just get these shots right now. Yeah, there was a bit of fence in front of me, but you could see quite a bit of the track, so it was all good. And to do this I was using my Tamron 50 to 400mm lens. I've also recently invested in a monopod, and also the lens support mount, so I could have a much better success rate at getting them shots nice and sharp. So what I was trying to achieve is obviously getting the motion blur of the car going past, but also at the same time keeping the car nice and sharp. When you get this technique right, the shots that come out of it look so sick, and it just captures, you know, like how fast moving the cars are, something that a regular picture can't really do. And honestly, these are some of my favourite shots that I've taken in a long time. After that track session ended, I headed down to the pits, and this is where things were quite mad, because I discovered there that you could literally get trackside, and there was a load of cutouts in the fences where you could stick your camera through and catch the cars flying down the straight. Like, I'm literally talking inches away. As these things are tearing it up, you're literally just there getting your shots, and the sound of these cars going past were ear piercing. Honestly, it was insane. And on top of that, you had full access to the pits the whole day. So again, you could get a load of shots that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get, and you could get the cars as they're rolling to go out onto the track. That sort of access just brings you even closer to the event, which is something that you don't usually experience. And I'm talking everyone could do this, like not just media people, car owners, people attending the show, trades, they could all do the same thing. So I don't know when I last updated you because it's been absolute manic. I'm just chilling in the storage room right now, sticking a new lens on because I've just had the Hypercar parade, and now they're about to do the walk where they're going to come up to the grid and then you can walk along all of the Hypercars. It's absolutely insane. I've got so many sick clips of all of the cars flying past because I got a really nice spot when it came to the Hypercar parade. I'm going to set the camera up and then I'm going to go down there and do that because I reckon it's going to be absolute manic because it is lunch break right now, but I think everybody's going to want to be checking out these cars. There are so many sick cars. There's so many sound bites that I've got of all the cars. This event is absolutely insane. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you can pretty much touch the cars, like, as they're coming past on the track. You can get the sickest footage ever. Like, I have so many good shots of the race cars, all of that. It is insane. But I do want to say a big shout out to 107 who let me be here today. Appreciate it so much, and it has been a sick day so far, and we've got the rest of the afternoon to enjoy, so yeah, I can't wait. But I've literally got over 1,000 photos so far. I've got a load of panning shots. Yeah, man, load of shots of cars parked up. There is so much stuff here. It's unreal. Honestly, it is so unreal. But anyway, I'm going to stick the camera on the gimbal now, and we're going to get back to it. There's so many people. It's unreal. But it is mad to see all of the cars lined up. Someone's got a drone up at the moment. They're obviously part of the media team and that. It just looks sick. Oh, and look at this behind me here. That is insane, and the colour of it is so nice as well. This is absolutely mad. I thought I'd get a little bit of content here, and it looks like the only content I'm going to be getting is some vlog content. It's just nice to walk along and see all of the cars, to be honest. It's not every day that you get this close to, you know, these sorts of cars. Look. Literally just walking along them. I need to show you something absolutely insane. The only road legal Zonda in Europe. That is absolutely nuts. And this thing sounds so loud. I'm gonna have to show you a lot of clip of it because my days, the thing is insane. You can imagine how much attention this thing gets. It's nuts. Just to think that there's a Zonda R just driving around on the roads. But insane, insane. So when I was walking down the grid, I can't lie, I didn't even bother pulling my camera out really, because it was just so manic and there was so many people packed into one place. It was insane. Like, as you could see that from the footage. I mean, as a cameraman, you're always in capture mode, so you're always looking for the shot. But I think sometimes you just got to put the gear down and just take everything in. I mean, yeah, I probably missed some great shot opportunities, but to be honest, for once I actually got to see stuff with my own eyes instead of through the camera's lens. And I'm literally just walking through like millions and millions of pounds worth of cars. Literally just alongside all of these hypercars. But it is mad because it just reminds you that you can get so caught up in documenting the moment you actually forget to live in it. To be fair, I don't even regret not getting those shots at that moment because I think you just have to deep it, like what you're literally standing in front of right now. So if you ask me, money no object, what car would I have? And it's that thing behind me. It's an absolute beast. And let me show you something even better about it. It's got the number plate to match as well, the best. Literally sums up this car in a nutshell, and the sound is crazy. Like, it is literally the best sounding car in my opinion. Right, so that's a wrap. It's the end of the day. I've got so many sick shots. I finished the day off with some static shots of the cars. I mean, just look at these in front of me. Absolute beasts.
I'm just in the car on the way back home now. I'm knackered, to be honest with you. I've been walking all over the place. I've walked so much today, but I've got so much good content as well. I didn't get as many static clips as I thought I was gonna get, but I got a lot of track action and I got a ton of photos as well. I actually started on photography and I moved over to video, so it was quite refreshing to get the camera out for photos again. Especially now I've got a new lens. I've got the 24-105 Sony G lens, and the thing is so sharp, it's insane. And also the filters that I've got for it now are also of high quality, so the shots just come out so nice. Shout out again to 017 Media for having me, because it was such a sick event, and like I say, it's something you don't get to see every day. I do want to say, I don't have a clue how that Zonda R is road legal, because it is so loud. Oh my days. It was so nice to be like so close to the action and all of that. Like normally these events, even when you've got a media pass, you don't get that close to the action, and yeah, it was just so refreshing to be able to get close to it. And also being around them types of cars, yeah, they make you think in a different way. Like they make you think that this is the life that I need to live. I don't know. Like it is a bit of motivation being around these sorts of cars, because I mean just hearing these engines and I'm like, that's gotta be me one day. So it just makes you want to grind harder as well and get that. It makes you want to turn a dream into reality, honestly. It's so motivational. I don't want to get too deep with it, but if you want to do better in life, I think get yourself to these events, man, because when you hear them engines roaring and flying down the strip, you see them flying down the straight and all of that, honestly, it is nuts. And the echo around the whole, it's the whole of Silverstone as well. But then it makes you want to be part of it. Like, now I'm out here, like, I want to get myself a supercar and I want to be on this track racing around as well. We'll make it happen. Has to be done. Like, there's some really cool bits that I've got today. I've got stuff like Dizzy Rascal going around the track, which was mad, in his Lizard Green GT3 RS. So I managed to get a couple of bits of it static as well before he left. And obviously a load of different hypercars. We didn't get to see the CLK GTR today, but it's alright. We saw the AMG ONE. And that's an insane car. Getting it going around the track as well, absolutely insane. And having it so close to me as well as it came down the straight, literally like flies underneath the camera. So I'm gonna sign off the video now, because it has been such a sick day. Left on such a high note, and the rest of the week isn't gonna be able to top this off, but nevertheless, I hope you've enjoyed Behind the Vision today, and seeing all of the behind the scenes and seeing all of these like insane cars as well. I hope that you've enjoyed it just as much as I have. If you want to see more of this, give this video a like, drop me a subscribe as well if you want to stay tuned for further uploads. Follow me on all the social medias, Arcade Division, if you want to see all the snippet clips that I'm going to be uploading as well. But I'll catch you all again next time.